Yo, so, what's going on, YouTube? What's- So, it's your time again. Now, you listen to episode 27 on Let's Tell the Truth. So, we're going to talk about a real special thing for Black History Month. To all the blacks, African Americans is out there, even though half of them is weird. So, we're going to have them, and do weird things. So we're gonna listen to the episode 27, and it's gonna be stating that why do blacks, African Americans, are the most hated race in the world. Now, it's one of most out of all races. There's a lot of race in the world that speaks different languages. So why do blacks are the most hated race in the world? So we're gonna give you a reason why. The reason why blacks are the most hated race in the world because it's a special gift from the Lord Jesus Christ. And the knowledge they have and something about African America that the rest of the race don't have. Like they have the only race has nappy hair is African America. And you got a couple of them like Africans, Jamaicans, um, and all other races. And Sudan and Nigeria and Guyana of different blacks, but have different cultures. They they are they are most hated race in the world that they don't like themselves. They don't like they can't stand their own they can't stand their own race. That's how much hate Black African Americans don't like each other. It's it's something jealousy added on to the the mix. Hit the like button. So and then not only that, another reason why slavery going on has something to do with slaves with the blacks, and they've been sold as slaves that back in the 18th century that they were selling slaves to each other, so they feel like white people is on top of blacks and blacks are not on top of whites. So they wants to destroy destroy all the blacks so they can take over the planet. Not the planet, the country. And not only that, and they've been slaves for the last 400 years. Um, what I was recommend to you do is the work for the 400 years that the race deals here low key right today. They white people, black people get harassed for no reason. They get murdered by white folks, by white people for the jealousy, and they get away with murder for this white system. So, and as far as Latinos and the Hispanics tries to take over the United States, it wants to replace African Americans with the Latino culture. Hit the like button. And what I was talking about is the Latino culture has a lot of people that that stick for one another, and blacks ain't got that, and got that united, that unity. Besides white people, Hispanics, and in an Asian American country culture where where they come from a big family, and black people come from, you got black people come from a big family too, but you got certain ones that you got certain ones that don't have that knowledge, don't have that family, don't have that family origin, because they have hate. It's too, they was like hate one another, and which is I understand, and a bunch of drama, like they want to be around to waste each other's time and energy. Hit the like button. So what I was saying, I was talking about this, and not saying about black people was the most hated race in the country. Like everybody, it's like each and every race in different countries don't want blacks in their country. Now I'm gonna give you a story. It was a bunch of whites. It was college students at the University of Arizona. They all went and took a field trip to Greece. It was it was I don't know how many white, I don't know, Caucasian students. It was one black in a bunch. So once upon a time, they all went to the club, and they got into it with this African American. They killed the Greeks, went and killed this African American guy, but all them white people, all them white students was there, didn't get touched. So they was charging at the African American guy. So those two Greek guys ended up doing time in prison in Greece. So that was the example that black people was most hated people in the country. They feel like black people not good enough. They feel like black people is thugs. Black people are gangbangers. Black people are bad influence. Black people, they in the hood, they in the ghetto. They, if they do get money, they all they do is rap. They sell dope. They don't have a job. They bums, and they feel that way. And they feel like my son is not good enough for my daughter. My Your son is not good enough for my daughter, and they not. He has a white girlfriend, but her family doesn't approve him because he was black. They suspecting for her to bring in a white dude, but when a white, but that same black dude bring this white woman into his family, they show her love. They show her love. They respect her. They want it. They want best for this woman. They will hope they get married. But if he go to her family, they will hate his guts. Hit the like button. Same thing with a white man with a black woman. His parents won't approve him, but it's flipped around now. Her family doesn't approve him. Now, because they know that white people are crazy, they very bad influence, they do weird things, they bad people, and they manipulated, they brainwash, they like master manipulator. That's how they feel. But a black brother brings a white woman around his family. They respect her. They respect her like a tea. They respect her. Like I said, but but when that white woman bring him around her family, it's always judgment. Where you get him from? First thing I say, he's a gangbanger. He don't have a job. He's all he do is he want to make. He always it's like a it's all it's he can be a rapper. He sell dope. He go to jail. They think all black people are the same. They go out there and get different women. These type of things right there. Jungle fever. See, back then, jungle fever was not allowed. Back in the early 20s, the early 1900s, the 30s, jungle fever wasn't allowed. You cannot walk around with a white woman in public. You can't walk around here. A black woman can't walk around here with a white man in public back in the 1920s. Because remember, the police pull you over, and when I got once upon a time, I got on a bus. I seen about five, I think 4 or 5 white women, and one black dude was with them. They like they was going to the beach. I looked at them, and I thinking to myself, I'm worried about this brother. Now, I'm gonna tell you something. If I was back in 1950, back in 1950 and 1940, and I got on a bus and I see something like that, I'm gonna say, "Hey, brother, is you okay? Is you all right? Are you sure you okay?" I'm just concerned. I said, "Yo, why?" I said, "I'm just so concerned because I'm seeing you with all this kind right here, and I want to make sure. I don't want to make sure it won't lead to no problems." Well, I'm sorry. I say I just want to make sure because you don't want nobody looking at you and then they want to do something to you. Back then, back in the 40s, in the 50s, 1940s and the 1950s. So, and they know it. It ain't like you got a white dude with 5 black women. It's different race. Hit the like button. And black, that's why they got all these Karens out there. You got all these Karens. So now they mess with a little bit of everybody nowadays. But they thinking race is over. It's not over. Race is not over. And now when the Hispanics came to the United States and trying to take over California, Mexico, and Chicago, and Colorado, all these type of Tennessee, all these type of states, they plan was to replace African Americans, take over their neighborhoods, take over their houses, spots, and all that. They go get welfare, getting food stamps, and getting jobs, and taking jobs from them, and replacing them with other people. And that's exactly what they was doing. They wants to get rid of people. That's why the jobs. That's why they want to get rid of the people working at the jobs under a contract to put his people on there and replace you So now you got to hit the road. Hit the like button. Like I said, United States always been hell on earth. United States always been a crooked scam. Always. Always. It's always been hateful. It's always been, this ain't a place to raise your children. Same thing with the black woman in Florida when it knocked on this white woman's door and the white woman shot through the door and killed this black woman, and all she get was 25 years for manslaughter. All these things. Let it be a black man. Let it be a black. Let it be a black woman. Let that be a black woman. Y'all see, they treat African Americans unfair. They treat African Americans unfair all the time. I'm saying, look at the Trayvon Martin and George Zimmerman situation. Look at the George Floyd situation. Ezell Ford, Eric Gardner, those situations. Breonna Taylor, those situations. All those things, and even all those things just about right when all these people get away with murder all the time. They can't go, I'm telling you, they go to jail. If they go to jail right now and get in general population, what you think is going to happen to those people? They're going to do something bad. They're going to do something bad with them. That's why they wanted to go to not general population. They wanted to go to protected custody. They want to go to protected custody all day long. Hit the like button. That's why blacks are the most hated people in the world. And same thing like the Ku Klux Klan, burning crosses, burning down churches, raping young black kids. You look at that movie, Time to Kill, where those two white supremacists was driving that truck, and a little black girl came from the store to get their mama some groceries. And the driver took a can of beer and threw it at the girl's head. And when they got in the car and they raped her, that situation, that can really happen. And it really happened before. Same thing with Emmett Smith. That's his name. Emmett Smith. Yeah, Emmett Smith. When he whistled at that white woman and they killed him at the mid-50s. Stuff like that. They killed him for whistling at a white woman, for making a pass at a white woman at a young age, at 14 years old. Hit the like button. That's why blacks always been the target of the world. You can go to any country. It's certain countries that blacks cannot allow to go to. There's certain states in America that blacks is not allowed to go to. These different things happens. They But then you got some of them are Oreos. You got some of them are Oreos. White in the middle. White cream in the middle, 2 cookies on the outside, white in the cream middle. Oreo. Uncle Tom. Kissing the white man's ass. You see that too. Kissing the white man's ass. You the white man's slave. Yes, master. Okay, master. How high? What's the matter with you? If blacks would have been so smart, that's why the Black Panthers, the Muslims, they got tired. We got tired of them kicking our ass. We're going to have to do something about it. So they get a group called the Black Panthers. They get a group called the Muslims. Even though they different. So if the Black Panthers, they fight back. They go out there and they fight back. Fighting the police, they fighting back. Put about 20 or 30 blacks in the back of the wagon on their way to jail. That's why back in the 20s, you got a black neighborhood. Blacks got to stay in their own neighborhood. They can't go to a white neighborhood. They go to a suburban neighborhood where there's all types of white people at. Because you got somebody that's a Ku Klux Klan, undercover. Now, where's the Mexicans? Now the Mexicans comes in. When the Mexicans come in. So they want to be, so now they want to take over blacks. They want to misplace blacks with them. When a black person comes to work, same thing. Somebody at that job is going to hate you. I've ran across stuff like this all the time that they don't even like you. They hate you. You be nice with them, they just get ballistic mad with you. Like I said, blacks are the most hated people in the world. I said it. Again, I'm going to say this again. I'm going to tell you, God said, there's a God. So don't try and say, well, we hate y'all because God is black. We don't know what color God is. So don't try to use that, religion as an excuse to try to get jealous of us because God was black. We don't know what color God is. But you get met. You supposed to be proud of if it weren't for a black man, red light and green light wasn't exist. If it wasn't for a black man started red light, yellow light, and green light. The light signal. Right? Rosa Parks. They harasses her because she sits in front of the damn bus. She refused to move. She refused to give up her seat because all blacks supposed to sit in the back of the bus. That don't happen again. So blacks can sit anywhere they want to sit. Thanks to Rosa Parks. She had every right to sit anywhere she wanted to sit on the bus. Hit the like button. Same thing. Then you got all these mixed people, Chinese people. When a black go up in the store, they watch him like a hawk. Blacks go up in a Chinese store. the first they first thing gonna say they watch you to make sure you don't steal nothing. Now, Natasha Harding's all that over a Sunday Light orange juice cost $1.79, $1.89 at the time. But I'm gonna tell you something about the situation with the Natasha Harding's. She's from East St. Louis, where I'm from. And I believe they came out here in California before we did. But we're not gonna get to that one right now. But I'm gonna put it like this. They can say what they want to say, feel how you want to feel. You never put that in your backpack before you go to the cashier. Never go put nothing in your damn pocket or in your backpack before going to the cash register to pay for it. That's a no-no, especially in a Chinese store. Are you crazy? I mean, God rest her soul. God rest her soul. And I'm sorry this stuff happens. But you do not put no orange juice inside of a bag. First thing this woman said you was stealing. At the time, this woman was 52 years old, and this is 1991. She probably passed away right by now. You never know. And Natasha Harding right now, she would have been around 47 years old today. This happened in 1991, South Central LA. South Central Los Angeles. And they two was going back and forth. When she turned around, when she turned her back on this Korean woman, the Korean woman shot her in the back of the head. Now, this Korean woman, she was from South Korea. She came to the United States. So I want to talk about Natasha Harding's in one of my videos, as a matter of fact. I don't know when I'm going to do it, but y'all be on the lookout for that story. And think about it. Think about it. Like me, when I go in one of them Chinese stores, I have a backpack. I'll be having my little backpack, whatever. I'll go in there, I'll put that backpack right there by the door, by the entrance. I take my wallet out and I purchase. But I'm gonna tell you one thing about them people. One thing about those Chinese people, those Korean, they won't let you slide with 5 cents. You better come with all of it, or they won't take it. I live right next to a donut shop. I'm going to buy me a donut. I don't know if the donut was 75 cents or what. I came with all the money. I ain't know. I thought I have a lot of them. I thought I had all of it, but I didn't. I was 10 cents short. She didn't even let me slide for 10 cents. She won't let me slide for 10 cents. Chinese people won't let you slide for 5 cents. Hit the like button. They won't let you slide for 5 cents. That's how bad I think this a bottle of crap. Only, come on now, 10 cents. You won't, come on now. I got everything right here. You crying over 10 cents? You crying over 10 lousy ass cents? A dime? Come on. Stop being so selfish. So, I go on back, got 10 cents, came on back. I say, forget it. I'm not going to tongue wrestle with this woman. Top of that, this woman I see a lot. I see a couple of run-ins with this woman with customers wanting to do something to this woman because of her mouth. You got some Chinese women are very snotty. You got some Chinese men are very snotty. You got to be very careful with them people. Like I said, those type of people, you got some of them don't like blacks. You got some of them don't like blacks. You got a Chinese woman. Now, Filipino woman, you can walk, you can pass with flying colors with a Filipino woman because some of them don't got no mama. Their mama passed away or their mama be living. You got some of them got mamas and some of them it's like wrong free. They on their own. So you could pass for a Filipino woman. But as far as a Chinese, Korean woman, and they home with a family, and you bring a black man home, it's not gonna happen. Hit the like button. So this is what these things happen. That's why I had to make this video. Why do blacks, African Americans are the most hated race in the world? I hate it. I wish the race thing could stop. I wish this could end. I wish it. That's why they got it. That's why they got it where. So now you discriminate. You could be a gay man. You get treated different because you black. You supposed to be a perfect person. You supposed to act like the Joneses. You supposed to act white. Why you think all them people up here and they talk like they white? They got black skin and they talking like they white. You think about it. Like I said again. You got to impress yourself if you want to make it, if you want a goal, if you want to achieve your goals. If you want to achieve your goals. So now everything changes now. Whites killing whites, blacks killing blacks, Hispanics killing Hispanics. El Salvador and Mexico are not tight like that. They don't get along. In reality, they do not get along. Hispanics and Samoans, they don't get along. Hey, this is what bring me on here and say, you know what, I'm gonna talk about this. And why, and I'll tell you another thing. These things always happen when you move into some neighborhood or you move to some neighbors. You got some neighbors are very snotty. You'll be moving to the neighborhood. You'll go across the street with some refreshments and knocking on the door. And they one of them answered the door like, how you doing? I'm the new neighbors across the street. Boom! Slam the door. I'm like, what the fuck? What do we do now? All we doing is being nice. Hate. Now, what the fuck? Look. And I said, uh-oh. We're not going to be tight with these people. Because it's the hatred built up in this person. But if some whites will go across the street with some refreshments, They say, "Oh, how you doing, neighbor?" Oh, woo, 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 woo. And they give each other handshakes and all that stuff, and they talk and they go and they conversate. Well, blacks don't get that nowhere. Mm-mm. You don't get that nowhere. Not in this. Not used to be, but not here. No, it's over. It's over. That's why I say black people in the United States, in the reality, United States are the most hated country too. But when I can get to only blacks are the most hated country, they hate their self. They don't even like their own race. That's how much hateful African Americans is. That's why most of the celebrities, the sports athletes, walk around with the mixed women, the Spanish women, the white women, and this and that and the third. Damn, a black woman. So now, black women don't got a relationship no more because the black women ran the black men off. Don't know how to treat them. So now, African American women being replaced by a Hispanic woman or a white woman. And that's the way it is. I'm not judging, and it's not a race thing. It's reality. Say what you want to say, hear what you want to say, say what you want to say. It's your opinion. You can agree with this or you can disagree. That's the part of my opinions. I see it, and I got comments. That's my job. It's for the comments. I ain't judging. Maybe one day y'all will be getting better. Get yourself together and treat your man with some dignity. Cook him his meals every day coming home from work. Make sure he shower up. Make sure you be a good wife like you're supposed to do. And they will not have to, you ain't have to worry about them running to nobody else. Stop being so insecure. Stop tracking his phone. Stop tearing up his things. As long as he coming home every night to you, as long as he's sleeping in that same bed with you, you ain't got to worry about a mother loving thing. Hit the like button. I don't give a damn what they do out here. But let me tell you something. Don't bring me no disease home. Don't bring me no disease home. Because if we do it, and if I don't feel right and I'm going to the doctor, I'm looking at you and you're gonna be recounted, and then I'm gonna have to get on your tail now. I'm gonna have to be insecure. Now I'm gonna think you're cheating. That's the way it is. Now you want to question him about who do you go in the bed with? Who you going to bed with? Why'd I get this down there? Why'd I get an STD down there? Now you have to question about this. Let me tell you. I'm gonna be very, very honest with you. I'm gonna be very honest with you. Oh, just, I'm gonna be very honest with you. Once upon a time, if you get up on your tail together, stop brainwash, stop being controlled by somebody that control you. I don't care what color you are. You could be purple, green, blue, red, and yellow. But I tell you one thing: if something happened to mine, something gonna happen to you. That's the way it is. As a parent, take care of my child. Take care of that responsibility. Because that responsibility is only because if something happened to that responsibility, there will be consequences behind that responsibility. There will be, I'm going to say it again. There will be consequences behind that responsibility. And that, like I said, if you feel free, you can get with anybody, but as long as that you don't put the family in danger. You don't put your family in danger for somebody else. You walk up down the street, heard some fools roll up and try to kill you. Heard somebody roll up because something that your dude did. Something that what he did. Now heard a race with the red and blue. With the red and blue, the brown and white, the brown and black. Like I said, don't fool yourself. Don't pull yourself out. Don't take yourself out of proportion. Because if the proportion is not 100% guaranteed, you have a responsibility to do is to be a family man. They go to work, come home, you got a real man, real husband. Now I respect you. He go to work every day. He's a good man. It's hard to find those being around here. He's a good man. He showed me. But if something happened, I get on his ass. I'm about to say, come here, for a minute. Sit on the table, and we're gonna talk like men. Ain't no children. Ain't no pussies. We're gonna talk like men. How you doing? Sit down. You want a water? You want a shot? You want a shot of good tequila? Go ahead. I'm gonna get you a shot. And we're gonna talk. I don't like the idea. And she tell me this and that. Anything happened? I'm gonna question you about A, B, C, and D. Now, that's for example, if they decide to have a jungle fever. The black man with a white woman, a black woman with a white man. And I see a couple black men with Asian women, Asian men with black women. I've seen that a couple of times. I've seen that a few times or whatever. But you got to watch out for them too. You got to watch out a little bit of everybody. You cannot trust nobody nowadays. Same thing with the foster system, with the CPS. When those white people raise those black children and use them as slaves in West Virginia. That's why I forgot to talk about too. That that white couple was treating them black, was getting them black kids out the child protective service system and treating them like slaves in West Virginia. You got hate towards blacks, so now you want to treat black kids and put them as slaves, doing them wrong in any kind of way. Treat them like they on Roots. That's why I say, white people, you need to watch Roots. You need to watch that movie called Hammerstein. You watch it real good. This is what you did to us for 400 years. This is what you did to African Americans for 400 years. '19th century, we still get thrown in the bus, raped, beat up, hurt, hanging on trees, burning black bodies, burning crosses, burning down churches, and burning people's houses, throwing burning crosses in front of the door, giving you a warning. We're going to come back and kill all of y'all. If you don't leave this city. The white supremacists, the black knights, the skinheads, and the Iron Brotherhood. And then you got some of the motorcycle gangs. It's not too tight with blacks either. Ain't gonna put no blacks into their gang. They got a black motorcycle gang, a black motorcycle gang, but they let other race join black motorcycle gang. But when it comes to a white motorcycle gang, no blacks cannot join. Think of the Mongols and the Hells Angels. This is different. This is different. We all, like I said, it's time for the race to end. We all bleed red. We all got a heart. We all got a spleen. We all got a stomach. We all got a face. We all got a behind. We got eyes. We got a nose. We got a mouth. We got teeth. We got hair. You got legs to walk, feet to walk. You got hands. You got 2 pair of arms, a left arm and a right arm. You got liver, a right liver and a left liver. Right intestine, left intestine. Brother, we all human. We all human. Black people are not animals. They're human. White people, they're human. Hispanics, Japanese, Koreans, all these people are human. They eat just like we eat. You born and you die. We all the same thing. You all in the same boat. It don't matter what color you are. Don't hate that person because of his skin. He's born with that skin. He gonna act like he on that skin. He gonna play that role in his skin. What am I gonna do? Be like Michael Jackson, turn my skin white, bleach my skin? What am I gonna do? Bleach my skin and turn my skin white? Not gonna happen. You want to accept me or who I am, or you don't have to accept me. You can just go on about your business. I'm not looking for you to like me. But I'm the one got to answer these. I got to answer these. I got to answer these judgments down the line. You got to answer these judgments down the line. So that's what all they doing. First thing, they rappers, they this, they that. They all bad influence. They all go to jail. They all running for the police. What about y'all? Y'all go to jail, just like Hispanics go to jail, whites go to jail, blacks go to jail. In the state of Missouri. So don't try to say this governor is racist. He's not racist. In the state of Missouri, whites and blacks are executed together. And as a matter of fact, the 101 death row inmate was white. Number 100 death row inmate, he was white. They got executed. And this should, for a murder they did 15, 20 years ago. Blacks get executed back to back. Whites get executed back to back. The last time they executed a Native American man, it was 1996 in the state of Missouri. I don't know if he was number 20 or not. It was 1996. That's the last time they executed their first Native American man. So don't mix me with that race. Oh, he or execute all black. You look at it. I went to Wapika. I looked down, I strolled down like, what the hell? And they talking about they don't like blacks, but look at these people that the state of Missouri execute. So what you gonna do? The white man execute a white man. So, so what? So what are y'all trying to? What kind of? What's the y'all kind of pull? Executed, executed, execute a white man. Sitting at a white man sitting in the white man's cell, getting them chemicals from the white man's chemicals, and that's it. And they get treated different from a white man. So cut it out. Cut it out. If you don't like that person, if you don't like African American, take your ass out of here. If you don't like what's going on here, you complaining, go to another country where it's all go to another city, go to another country where it's all whites. Go to the UK. Go to the United Kingdom. If you don't like it, go back to England. Cause I don't only got to tell you. So we're gonna stop here and we'll stop here. And this is the episode 27 on Let's Tell the Truth. Hit the notification, hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching Let's Tell the Truth. And that's real talk.